Hi, my name is Albert, and I am the developer and inventor of the PMPA tool, which helps take your project team's product requirements from project charter to development-ready work items in minutes and not months. And today, I wanted to talk about the transformation of our product management and project management jobs into the new AI world that we see today. And in particular, what I want to talk about is how, as hiring managers, as directors, as vice presidents of these parts of our organizations, what should we be looking for? And as individual contributors, what should we be driving towards as the AI revolution injects itself into this industry? So first of all, if I can throw back a little bit for those of you who might remember the promise of green jobs to the global economy that was promised not too long ago and may or may not have come true to your part of the world. It didn't come true to my part of the world. But what we are seeing coming true is the promise of AI jobs. And what do I mean by that? Well, in the project management field, I feel that we're no longer looking for or hiring project managers. We're looking for and we're hiring AI project managers. We're no longer looking for product managers or product owners. We're looking for and we're hiring AI product managers, AI product owners. No, we're not looking for product owners who can generate AI products. We're looking for product owners who can use AI in their, work, in their normal day-to-day product responsibilities. We're looking for project managers who know how to use the AI tools in their day-to-day responsibilities. The job really hasn't changed. My 25 years of project management, we haven't changed the fundamentals of what we do. We look at the work, we look at a project charter, we look at work items, we create work breakdown structures, we create waterfalls, we create backlogs, we sequence, we look, for resources, we create dependency trees, we look for the longest path, through the project plan or the critical path it's called, and we do all sorts of basics. Well, AI tools are now allowing us to do that faster. And what we're looking for now in the leadership role, the hiring role, is we're looking for people who know how to use those tools, who know how to use those efficiently, who know how to use those ethically, and who can use those tools in a way that accelerate the project team, accelerate the individual's productivity. So the AI jobs of the future is not that you're producing something AI. You're not creating the newest AI tool. You're using AI to do your job faster. And really the boring paperwork of the past, instead of using a slide rule to figure out how much concrete you need to pour in a hole, you're using a calculator. Instead of a calculator, you're using a computer. Instead of a computer with a spreadsheet, you're using a CAD program. So that's exactly what we're doing. And with that, you're able to do something that is more valuable instead, provide a higher value. So a project manager, instead of spending a lot of time with a spreadsheet trying to figure out a bunch of numbers and sequence things, if the AI tool can do that, well, then the project manager can work on a lot of touchy-feely things like communication, escalation and stakeholder management, things that are a lot harder to do that AI can't, that as a project manager we know is always very difficult, dealing with personalities on the project and conflict and communication in general. Same thing on the product side. So if you have a beautiful project charter, you have a business plan, talks about what's in scope, out of scope, project objectives, all the benefits to the organization and the customer, and you need to translate that into a set of features and user stories and work items before you get it over to the development team. You could spend weeks and months and quarters turning that into well-crafted business requirements to hand over to the development team. Well, if you had AI tool that was well-structured, that produced reliable results, then maybe you can do that instead of in weeks and months, maybe you can do it in minutes. And so as the example here, the PMPA tool, which I developed and invented, allows you to do that. And it allows you to do it in a structured and a controlled way. So what we're looking at, I think, for the future is the hiring managers and the individuals need to know how to use these tools. And they need to provide evidence and understanding that they can't just say, I understand what AI is, I understand how to use a chatbot. They need to understand how how that fits in and meshes with their job responsibilities and the value it brings in accelerating them as an individual performer. And it needs to understand how it accelerates their project deliverables, the company, and the value. So what we could look at that and say that's maybe like a level 1 performer. Right? I can use a tool, make me go faster. Okay, provide more value. Very good. Well, what would a level 2 performer be? So as a director of the PMO, I would say, okay, so I get it. You can use a tool, you're going faster, but that's not all the PMO does. The PMO is very concerned about overall process, about stage gates, about quality of the process, about auditability, about control of the process. So what do you know about that? So I think the level 2 performer in using AI would really have a good grasp on quality stage gates and control stage gates of using AI. So in particular, from the project management standpoint, is I can use AI and have these stage gates that say, well, I'm going to do these activities with the project team, the product owners, quality team, the dev team using these tools, and we're only going to take it so far before we have some sort of stopgap measure. We're going to, take an assessment of what we've done. We're going to review it. We're going to look for hallucination. We're going to look for quality. We're going to ensure that this is the output is what we want it. We're going to document it. We're going to audit it, and then we're going to move on to the next step. We're going to report on that. We're going to put that into our project documentation and move forward. So really, that could parallel over to our product organization as well. A product leader could say, well, I started with this beautiful, project charter, project document, and I created the next level of product requirements. Let's say that's a feature set. And the tool that I use, the PMPA tool, for example, created a beautiful set of features for me, a lot of description, a lot of content, a lot of suggestions in there. So I stopped and I read everything, and I found there was some discrepancies, and I didn't fully understand what it was going to put out because of what I put into it or some of the documents that I referenced. And so I went and I made my corrections and I made my edits and I documented that and I reviewed it. I put my name on it before I moved on to the next step. So the level 2 AI user is someone who understands that you need to have quality and safety stage gates in place and structures that and can report on them. So the AI revolution in our workplace for product and project management, I think, is really around, again, using those tools, understanding how it accelerates you, and being able to have those safety and quality stage gates put in. So I hope that really helps you understand, and if you're in this field, helps prepare you for what you need to do to be successful in the future. And if you're looking for a tool that is built with these concepts in mind, I encourage you, take a look at the PMPA.ai tool, where we've built these quality and stage gate tools in place, the transparency that documents every stage, every decision, every output of the LLM, allows you to go through, export this, analyze it, go back and redo it, and really allow your team to take its product requirements from the project charter to development work items in just minutes and not months. So with that, have a great day and good luck.